Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and I've made another pick a card read. This time it's what you want to change within this relationship and what they want to change within this relationship, or what they want to change within you, or what you're wishing to change within each other or yourselves in this relationship. It's all about that. What the changes that you're both wanting in this relationship. Very interesting one. Very interesting. Wow. So, as always, it's going to be a deeper dive to this. So, if they do resonate with you when you watch them, you might want to get that. It's a written reading that goes deeper into it, more information about it. And I'm going to go into guidance for you in this situation you find yourself in right now. And guidance for you within this relationship as well, what you need to know about yourself, what you need to know about them, how to make it work, that kind of thing. And also possible timelines and how this might go down as well, if you're coming together or changes happening within this relationship. So if you're interested in that, there's going to be a link toward the end of each reading popping up there to book in for that. The 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars. I do send them out manually. So if you're buying it in Thailand's night, I can't send them out in my sleep. So be a bit patient with me if you're in certain time zones. And you can also find the link for that in the description box for this video and in the comments for this video as well. Now in the description box and in the comments, you can also find timestamps as well, so you can fast forward ahead to your reading. So all you need to do now is to choose between the crystal, aquamarine, the flower, frangipani, and the shell. I've got a new shell. Clam. Oh, I nearly dropped it. Take your choice now. Thank you so much for your likes, your subscribes, your support of my channel. Enjoy your readings. I'll see you in your reading. Bye. So if you chose the crystal, then this one is for you, crystals. Let's find out what you want or need to change within this relationship, in you, in them, in this relationship. Let's find out. Now, as always, crystals, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That means it's a written reading that goes with this. If this does resonate with you, you might want to book in for that. Toward the end of the reading, there'll be a link that pops up to purchase that, also in the description box and in the comments box as well. And that deeper dive, I'm going to go into guidance for you in this situation that you find yourself in right now. Guidance for you in this relationship, so things you need to know about yourself, about them, how to make this work, and also possible timelines and how this might all go down. So let's get some general cards out for you first, for both of you. What needs to change within this relationship? And then I'm going to get some tarot out for you and for them and find out different perspectives on this of what needs to change both in you and in them and in this relationship. So, what needs to change for crystals here? Make a wish. Okay, so I'm picking up a little bit of negativity about this relationship with this card. So you need to turn that around so you're both wishing for the same things, both getting on the same page and wishing for better times. So rather than focusing on what's broken, what needs fixing, what needs to change, that kind of thing, it's having a positive wish. I hope that we get together. It's like having hope and wishes for a positive future. So yeah, maybe think about how this relationship could come together, get excited about it, imagine the best kind of thing. Imagine the best. You both need to do that. Illumination. Warm light in dark places. This is talking about you being more positive about this. You need to be more positive about it. So she puts her warm light into dark places, illuminating fears and shadows. So I feel like you're both kind of looking at the dark side of this rather than what you really want to come out of it. Looking at what's missing, what's lacking, all of that kind of stuff. It's kind of coming from a dark place. You both need to turn around here toward the positive and have like high hopes and wishes for this relationship. So what do you want to change? You want to hold something back. So maybe you've been like super giving, trying to direct this forward, and always being the one to make contact, always being the one to give in this situation, doing lots of things for them. Maybe you're not receiving so much back, and so you're wanting that to change. You're wanting to hold back a little bit more. The Fool, you're wanting a new journey here. You're wanting a fresh start. You're wanting them to take a risk. You're wanting them to, take a risk and just go for it. Take that leap of faith with you. What else is crystals? What are crystals wanting? What change does Crystal want in them, in this relationship, in their person? The Nine of Cups. You want your wishes fulfilled. You do. Okay, what about them? What does your person want to change within this relationship, or within you, or within them? What do they need to change within this relationship? Strength. They're wanting you to be strong. Okay. Let's get some more cards out. Yes, I'm told to take all of those. Right. There seems to be two together there and one apart. So this is the one that's separate. Two of Cups. They want a love offer, an actual offer. Okay. And these two. Oh, the Hierophant and the Tower. Wow, very powerful cards. They want something to fall apart so that there can be this Hierophant. So I'm getting that this is the feminine and this is the masculine here. They want it. It could be that they want a marriage to fall apart. They need something to break. A tower is kind of a drastic way to do it too. They could be waiting that this your person could be married, still legally married or whatever, and they could be waiting for something drastic to happen to free them from that marriage so that they can give this love thing. What they need to change is some circumstance, something that's going on in their lives, but I don't like the way that they're going about it here. The Tower card isn't a good card to have out there. It's like that they want the universe. It's almost like they don't want to end the marriage and be the instigator of that. They want the universe to do it. They want some big blow up to happen. They don't want to be the one to blame, right? So they don't want to instigate that. And that's not good there. So, not for you, not for anyone, I wouldn't have thought. It's kind of taking the easy option now. So, Four of Pentacles, you want to hold back. Feminine, you want to hold back. So, crystals, tell us why we've got the Four of Pentacles out. What's going on here with the Four of Pentacles? Why does crystals want to hold back in this situation? It could be that you want to hold back because you know that they're married and you're like, no, this is a deal breaker for me. Take that leap of faith. Take that leap of faith and end it. And they're like, no, I need the universe to do that for me. I'm too scared. I don't want to take the blame. I don't want to instigate this. I need them to instigate it or something to happen. Tell us more about this Four of Pentacles here. Why have we got the Four of Pentacles for crystals? Why the Four of Pentacles? Justice. Balance, justice. It's about you receiving that same amount of energy. So it feels like you could have feel that you've been putting a lot of effort into this, and it's like, come on, it's your turn now. You need to do something now. And I feel that it's true that it is time for you to hold back. Not holding back to coerce them into doing something, to push them into doing that. Don't do it in a manipulative way. Toxic feminine, yeah. Be the divine feminine about it. Hold back and get on with something else. Find your justice in something else. Find your manifestations in another part of your life. Focus on something else and wait for them to make their move is what I'd say there. So you're wanting them to take this risk and dive in, falling backwards there and just going for it. You want them to just like be in their heart and just say, yes, let's do this. And you want them to awaken. So you're feeling like they're not awakened. They do seem to be in a lot of fear there. I was going to say a bit of fear, but then it changed in my mouth to a lot. So they do seem to be in a lot of fear here. Why do they want it to happen to them, this ending? That's a fearful person, right? It's someone that is in fear of the reactions that their wife will have, and their partner will have. So there could be children involved here. Why would someone want the Tower? Not to not take responsibility for it, to not have repercussions after it. Yeah. So they want an easy way out of this. There. You want them to awaken. You want them to wake up and take the control and take the power in that, so that they can have this new journey, so that they can. You just want them to do it. You're probably just going, take the risk. Just take that risk. Take that risk. Just do it. Because I've given enough in this, and I deserve my justice now. You need to step up there. Nine of Cups. You want your wishes fulfilled. Damn it. Yes, you do, feminine. Looking at things from a different perspective, though. You need to look at things in a different perspective. Why do you need to do that? Okay, your wish is fulfilled and they've got wishes too. So you need to see, yes, it is important that you get your wishes fulfilled. Absolutely, feminine. But they also need their wishes fulfilled too. They've got very strong wishes here. But they're not strong enough yet, are they? They've got powerful wishes there, but they're not strong enough in themselves to actually step forward and make that change. Anyway, going to get clarity on that. Get clarity on you first. Four of Pentacles and Justice. What's behind this then? Maybe you've had a lack of reciprocity in the past. Very similar to flowers, this one. Lack of reciprocity in the past, and so it's like, it's my time now. I deserve to receive what I want to receive from this relationship. You feel kind of dedicated to this one, by the way. Ascension, yeah, you know you want more. You've ascended, you've done that healing work, you've awakened, you know what it is that you want, crystals, and it's like, no, I put the effort in, come on, my person, step up and do this, do what you need to do, awaken, get ready, take this risk, do it. Just like you're almost willing them to be strong, but it seems like you're seeing them as not strong, which is kind of what they're showing me too. It's all good, right? It's all good. So you need to ease up on that, trying to guide this energy, trying to get them to do that, because if they've got more energetic space to do that, not so much pressure, energetic pressure from you. I'm not saying that you're doing it. I don't feel like you're saying this stuff to them, but energetically you're holding it and they will be feeling it from you. So ease up on that. Let it be all good. Give them time to go through this themselves. Just ease up on it and that will help them do it. So you want your wishes fulfilled, but you need to see things differently now because of their wishes. So be in your inner journey at the moment, crystals. Do things for yourself. Ease up on them. Fulfill your own wishes. Fill your own cups, kind of thing. And there's something about their wishes needing to come to the forefront here. Your person could be very self-sacrificing kind of thing. I feel like you've been like that before as well. I think they're holding that energy even more. So if you think that it's time for you to hold back, they're like, the experiences that I've had before have been very self-sacrificing. They've been giving a lot too. You've got very similar energies, you two. But I feel like you're a little bit ahead and you might have done this work and stand in the strength and finish things that you needed to finish and being the strong one in that. They're not quite there yet, but they do have similar patterns. So this isn't like I've had reciprocal relationships, now unreciprocal relationships before, and this person isn't going to reciprocate. That they're someone like I've been with before. So I need to hold back. It's not that at all, and I'm pretty sure that you know that it's not like that. I think your person is a reciprocal person and does give a lot, has given a lot before. They want reciprocation too, and they want to be reciprocal. But they're not strong enough yet. Let's find out why. Why has this strength card come out? Why do they need to be stronger first? They want you to be strong for them too. Nine of Emotions. They want to fill your cups up. They've got wishes too. And they're strong in that. Like I was getting, they've got very strong wishes here. They want you to have more faith in them and their strength. They are going to do this. Yeah, they do seem to be dodging responsibility at the moment, but that's a big thing. I think we can all sympathize with that. Sometimes we do wish that the universe could just sort things out if we're in tricky situations like that. But yeah, they want to be strong enough to fulfill your wishes, so they're not strong enough to do that. If they came in now, if you had your way now, crystals, they'd come in when they're not quite ready. They're not going to be strong enough to fulfill your wishes. They don't want to do that. They don't want to do that to you. So the Two of Cups, what's this about? The Devil. They want to offer you this. They want to offer you that, but they can't right now. They're in this negativity right now. They're having a negative experience of life at the moment. They've got nothing to offer. They want to offer you this. They want to be your equal. They want to be your partner. But right now, they can't because they haven't got that to offer you. They're not standing in the strength at the moment. They can't fulfill your wishes at the moment. They want something to change within themselves. And the reason it's the devil that's come out to say that they're in negativity. Look, the tower, I mean, that, they're wishing for a tower moment at the moment. That just shows you what energy that they're in. It's a desperate state when we wish for a tower moment, isn't it? So, like, if you're really hating a job and you wish they would sack you, it's that kind of thing. It's when you're in a relationship. Have you ever done this in a relationship? Admit it, crystals. I think we've all done it. Where you don't want to break up with them, and so we've all had it done to us as well. You don't want to break up with them, and so you behave so badly that they break up with you. Have you ever done that? You've had it done to you, I'm sure. And I think if we're 100% honest with ourselves, we've all done that too. That's what they're doing right now. It is a cop out and it's weak, and they know it is. They know it's weak. They know that they're being weak at the moment, but we've all done it, and so we can understand that is when we are fearful of making the choice for ourselves. So who they're dealing with here? It's got a dark side. That's why the devils come out. They're afraid. They're afraid that the person that they're married to is going to turn on them, and they probably will. Mine did. They probably will. So the three of emotions, there's someone else involved. They're married. Or they've got children. They've got this hierophant, a commitment with someone else, third party here, and they're terrified of them. They're not strong at the moment, and they're like, if I can't sort this out, and I'm too scared to sort this out, and I need it to be sorted out for me, how can I come to Crystal? They're not believing in themselves right now because of this. And they certainly won't be feeling good enough for you because of that. So, although they do want this with you, they've got to be an equal. You see, there's these two hands, and they're pouring it out into those two bowls equally there. You want that reciprocation. They want that too. They want it too. So they want to come in as an equal. Right now, if they came in and gave that offer like that, it wouldn't be equal like that. It wouldn't be rainbows going into two bowls like that. They're not ready. The person's not ready. So the strength and the nine of emotions, what's this about? Perception. They're not perceiving themselves as strong. They are actually a strong person. And I think if they had this awakening that you want them to have, they could wake up to that strength, show that they are a really strong person. They could step into that and empower themselves and make that decision and stand up to this person that they're terrified is going to turn nasty on them. Why the Two of Cups and the Devil? So they are in a world of pain right now. That's why this negativity that I was getting here, this Make-A-Wish, I'm like, you're both kind of negative about this at the moment, and you need to be positive about it. They're retreating. They're hiding away. They're not wanting to face this. They're like, oh God, I need to end this marriage and I can't. What was this one again? Illumination. Illuminating the fears. Yeah, fears are coming up, right? Absolutely. So they're retreating away. They're not wanting to deal with this. They're trying to distract themselves with other things, other people, so that they don't have to deal with this third-party situation that they've got going on here, that they want the universe to step in and break apart. But they'll probably be really happy if like a tidal wave came along. Like seriously. Or, yeah, they want the universe to sort it out for them. Wishing for a tower moment. That's desperate. Give us more on this. Reunion of souls, so that they can have the reunion of the souls. They know that they want to be with you. Oh, this is a big hurdle. It's a big hurdle that they've got to get over to be with you. You're pushing this awakening that you want them to have. These circumstances are perfect for it. It's when we get to rock bottom that we have an awakening. That awakening is into their strength. You probably know that already. That's what you're wishing for there. So what is it, crystals, that you want? You want them to make the effort. So you're right. You want them to make the effort. You're thinking that they're not making any effort here. It's true, but they've got a lot of inner turmoil going on. That's why they're not making the effort. You want them to take action. They want you to trust them. They want you to trust them. Yeah. So you want them to make an effort. You want them to make the effort now, and you want them to actually take action on this, which is the energy gaining momentum. I feel like it already is. I feel like they're headed for this crash that they want, but it's probably a crash within themselves, so that they awaken, so that they do it themselves. I don't think the universe is going to give them an out on this one. The energy is gaining momentum there, and a new romantic cycle begins. So this is what you're wishing for, is a new romantic cycle to begin. You want them to make that effort to do what it is that they need to do, to stand in their strength there, and then that new romantic cycle to begin. They want you to trust them. Trust them? Give us more on this. They want Crystal to trust them. Communication is key. Communication is key. So maybe you have been, in your communications with them, you've focused on how you don't trust them. Maybe you've been trying to tell them what to do, and they're like, Crystal doesn't trust me at all. They don't trust me. They don't believe in me. The way that you've been communicating with them has made them believe that you don't trust them here. So just watch out for that. You might want to see that. You know, you've got the Hanged Muse here. See that from their perspective. Just think about the communications that you've had with them. Have you been telling them, you're not doing this, you're not doing that, you need to have an awakening, you need to do this, you need to do that. That will just feel like criticism. You don't trust them. To them, that's how it's feeling to them. So you want them to make an effort. You want this new romantic cycle to begin. Energy to gain momentum. You could be almost willing them to do this, to make this change. This is what needs to change with you, though. Humility is like, know your place in this and trust them. You have developed the loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same, but on different paths. You two are on different paths. There is a lot of similarities between you, though, but you need to have humility. You've been here before in this energy that they've been in, so recognize that. Remember when you were in that position yourself, and have compassion for them. Did you have anyone treating you back then when you were in a similar situation to them? Did you have anyone treating you like you're treating them now, communicating in that same way? Or did you have compassionate people around you going, oh no, this sucks, I'm so sorry you're going through that? Have some humility here. You're at a certain level. They might be behind, but you've been where they're at before. So please have compassion for them. There's some humility there. That's what needs to change in you there. What about them? Kindness. They need to be kinder to you and your situation in this. So it's like you're on the sidelines. You're not receiving anything. You want them to make the effort. I feel like you've put a lot into this, and you're like, what's happening? There's nothing happening. They need to be a little kinder and a little more giving to you. You've shared your energy with them. They're just kind of receiving it because they're in this negative place at the moment. But they need to be kinder to you and realize that you need something back from them. Even if they're not ready yet, you need something back from them. You need some reciprocity now. You need them to communicate, or at least something. You need something back from them. So what about you, crystals? Give us more about what crystals want to change here. What do crystals want to change? Self-indulgence. Focusing on the self. So you need to focus more on yourself and less on them. Them, what do they need to do? They need to make a decision. Stop stringing people along. I feel like they've made this decision inside of themselves, but then they're just stringing the energy along. They're not actioning. They're not actioning that decision. They need to take action on that decision that they've already made. They're not going to do it. They know that they're going to do it. It's all over this. They're just too scared to do it. So at some point they need to balls up, and actually do it. Who knows when that's going to be? We'll find out in the deeper dive, okay? So let's get some more cards out for you. What do crystals want to change in this situation? In themselves, in the other person, in this situation? You're disappointed in them right now. Yeah, you're disappointed in them right now. You want a vacation from this, maybe with them. That's not going to happen. They're embroiled in this at the moment, and they need to sort that stuff out. But it might be that you just want a break from it all. Unsettled times, you need to plan ahead. The kangaroo here. It's like you want to take care of them here, the joey in the pouch there, but you can't. And so you need to make some plans for yourself, like self-indulgence. Focus on yourself right now, because this situation is just disappointing to you. So don't focus on that. Have positive wishes for it. Remember, you both need to have that. What about them? What do they want to change? They want the family wishes to come true. They want that divorce. And the family wishes to come true. So there could be children involved here, and that's why they're terrified of this. They could be terrified of losing children. They could be terrified of losing their possessions, their business, their house, the money. Period of prosperity and abundance. They're hoping for that. A period of prosperity and abundance. They want ease now. And I feel this justice card, you want that justice. They do too. I mean, I do feel like both of you got plenty of justice, plenty of that positive karma coming. Give me one more for them, please. What do they want to change here? Crystal's person. Harp. They want to be very happy. They want to be very happy. They want that now. I can't have it right now, but that's what they're headed toward, is that happiness. Now let's get a love message from you to them. What's your love message to them, crystals? What's your love message for your person? Oh, you forgive them. You forgive them. This is what you want to say to them, really. You forgive them. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. That's your love message for them. I forgive you for what you're putting me through. I forgive you, Crystal's person. Okay. What does Crystal's person want to say? What's their love message for Crystal? What's their love message for you, Crystal? Consider your foundation. Look at how committed you are to love. Commitment. They want to commit to you. They know you're committed to them. They want to commit to you. This is a person that commits maybe a little bit too much, because they're not getting out of that third party situation right now. But yeah, and they need to consider the foundations as well, is what they want to tell you there. They do need to have that in consideration. They're not free. They've got baggage, they've got life, they've been through life, they're an adult, they've actually lived the life, they've got stuff going on, and so they need to be free of that. So there you have it, crystals. If that does resonate with you, you might want to get the deeper dive if you want more information about this, more guidance, how to move forward and all of that. I'll pop a link for that up there. It's just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars. And I'm going to go into, as I said, I'm going to go into guidance for you in this current situation that you find yourself in right now. Guidance for this relationship, what you need to know about them, what they need to know about you, or what you need to know about you, and how to make this work for the best. Possible timelines and how this might all go down as well. If you're interested in that, you can book in for that. And thank you for watching. Thank you for your support of my channel, your likes, your shares, your subscriptions, and your comments as well. Good luck with this one, crystals. I'll see you next time. Bye. So if you chose the flower, then this one is for you. Let's find out what needs to change within this relationship or the relationship that's about to happen. What needs to change for you? What needs to change for them? Let's see. Let's get some general cards out first for you guys, and then I'll get some tarot out for you and then for them. So as always, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. So if this does resonate with you, if this sounds like your story, then you might want that deeper dive. So it's a written reading that goes with this, and it goes into advice for you, guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now. So about these changes, I guess it will be. Advice for you about in this relationship. So what you need to know about yourself, what you need to know about them, and how this can work. And possible timelines, how this might all go down as well. So if you want to book in for that, toward the end of this reading, there's going to be a link that pops up there. You can also find a link for that in the description box and in the comment section for this as well. So let's see. Sunlight after darkness, flowers. So what needs to change? It feels like it's going to get lighter to me, that it needs to be like a lightness, a more happier kind of outlook instead of focusing on problems and stuff like that. It seems like you both need to change in that respect, not focusing on what's wrong with each other or yourselves or the relationship. A more positive outlook is what I'm getting there. Sunlight after darkness. Sun just went in then. As I said that, did you see that? Road less traveled. Oh, it's unconventional. Okay, so it needs to be unconventional, this relationship. In other words, maybe you've been following a certain traditions, or you've got this mindset where it has to be like this, it's got to be like this, it's got to be like that, and now they're going, it's got to be like this, it's got to be like that, and you've both got a different perspective. And this is saying like, well, maybe this can be more unusual than that. Maybe you can make a new paradigm for yourselves. Maybe it doesn't have to be their way or your way or the highway. Maybe there's a middle ground, or maybe there's just a whole new way. So a unique kind of a relationship. So let's get some tarot cards out for you, focusing on you first, flowers. What needs to change for you in this relationship, or in them maybe, or in yourself? Let's see. What needs to change in you for this relationship, or about this relationship? Give us, here we go, the Empress. Right, straight away I'm getting this from this. This is the feminine energy, so you might be the feminine here. And this is about respect. Like the Empress is put on her throne there. She's the birther of many things. And this is about respect. I'm just getting a whole lot of respect. Is that the feminine needs to be respected more and valued more. Now, if you're seeking that from your partner, from outside of yourself, you need to find that inside of yourself first. So you need to find that self-respect and value yourself. Put yourself on that throne. Treat yourself like that, is my advice there. But of course, in the deeper dive, there'll be more advice about that. But yeah, if you're holding that self-respect, that high value for yourself, and you're treating yourself amazingly like that, chances are you're not going to have people in your life that are like that, because you won't tolerate them, right? You demand that same respect that you demand of yourself, for yourself, of others. So it might be that you need to stop trying. It might be that you've got someone that's disrespectful in your life, and they're never going to turn around. You know, if you're holding that self-respect, then, and they're not offering that too, maybe you need to turn away from them. Let's see. Ace of Cups. You want to be filled full of love. You want to receive a lot of love. You want your heart overflowing. You're capable of giving that love. You want to receive that love too. So you want your cup to be filled here. That's what you need to change. You want your cup to be filled. You want to receive a whole lot more love. You want to be feeling really good. Judgment. This is about an awakening. So maybe you're wanting your partner to awaken. Maybe they're not awakened yet enough to the same things as you're awakened to, and you're wanting that from them. So that's what you want to change here. I'm going to get clarifiers out for that, so stick with me. And okay, what about them then? What do they want to change? I do pick up from this one, flowers, that you've got very different perspectives, maybe different cultures, that kind of thing. Tradition, I was getting tradition from this, traditional values kind of thing, but both got different traditional values, and so you might be clashing there. What do they want to change? I tried to take both of those. The Page of Swords. This is things being up in the air. I'm not saying that this is what the card is about. This is what I'm getting from it. Things being up in the air, and they're kind of okay with that. It seems to me like you, flowers, you might be wanting to solidify this relationship and put it in a box and give it a label and say, we are together, we are this, we are that. This is saying that they want it to develop and want it to be up in the air kind of thing. They're not fixed yet. They don't want it to be fixed yet. They're not ready for it to be fixed yet. They're not ready for that level of commitment. Maybe they're staying away from you for that reason, because they need it to be up in the air right now. Let's move these along across so we've got a bit more space for the cards there. What else have we got? King of Swords. They're in the head, right? So they're wanting you to think about this more. Maybe you're going in there with your heart and your emotions. You know, you're saying, oh, I love you. Let's do this now. Let's just jump into it. Let's do it. And let's commit. And they're like, look, think about this. Think about this. It's best for it to be up in the air at the moment. We're not ready for that commitment, that solidity. There's other stuff to do. Masculine energy, this is feminine energy here. So switch them around if it applies the other way around for you as well. I never say that in my readings, hey, but I'm getting it from this. They're happy to wait. I don't feel like you're happy to wait. They're happy to wait. They're waiting for things to be perfect. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. That might be kind of a wise thing to do here in this situation. Not that anything will ever get perfect, but I think they're kind of been having some wisdom about this, that it needs time, or they need time to change things, or you need time to change things, or just stuff needs to happen before you can come together, is what I'm getting from here. So give us more clarity on this Empress then, for flowers. Why have we got the Empress out here? Value and respect, I was getting strongly from that. That's what you want. That's what you want, flowers. Why have we got the Empress here? Give us more on this Empress, please. Where's the Empress out here? No. Ah, it could have been that card then. The Four of Wands. Okay, the Fool, a new journey. So you want this to be different than other relationships have been. I mean, that shows with this, right? It's unique. It's the road less traveled. You want this. You don't want this to be like other relationships that you've had, and you want to be respected and valued for the way that you see things. But I feel that they want that same respect to the way that they see things. There's got to be. I feel like you've both got very different perspectives, and if you come together, you can make a whole new perspective between each other for this new journey and have this journey together. It's not going to be an old paradigm kind of thing. It's not going to be in their traditions or your traditions. It's not going to be your way or their way. It's going to be a different way, a whole new way. And so you do want that respect. So respect, rather than thinking, I've got to battle them to have my way here and the way that I see things. Or thinking, or I have to back down to be in this relationship and go along with their way of doing things. Instead, have that self-respect, Empress, and go, my way has value, their way has value. Respect them too, right? Let it be mutual. I am worthy, they are worthy too. There is, if you extend that to them, then I feel that this new journey can happen. You can both step out there together to a whole new way. And it could very well be that you're twin flames here to do just that. And so it could be that you're coming together in this strong relationship because you've both got the right perspectives to come together to create a whole new perspective, which is a mix of them both. Ace of Cups. So you want to be filled up with love. You want to receive. You may have had a lack of reciprocity in previous relationships and just not being satisfying to you emotionally, not feeling filled up. Oh, look who we have here. We have the Emperor. The Emperor and the Empress there. You want your Emperor to fill you up. You want them to stand. Oh, I'm getting tingles. You want them to be the Emperor. You want them. You see, is just a king here, King of Swords. He's wanting you to be more like that. You're holding this Empress energy and you want them to be the Emperor. So you're seeing them as maybe not fulfilling their potential, not standing in their power. You want them to do that. You need that to change. So you're probably kind of a little bit ahead. Yes, this is the feminine side. You're a little bit ahead of them, feminine, and you're holding that Empress energy rather than Queen energy, and you want them to be the Emperor. You're like, come on, catch up, have an awakening. See, Judgment card, have an awakening, Emperor, have an awakening, step into your power and become that Emperor, because I want my counterpart now. I need that strong Emperor to be by my side. There's still some stuff for you to do there here, Empress. You're not completely ready, although you might probably feel like you are. Why the Judgment here? Eight of Materials, because you're ready to build. You're ready to build with them. You're like, come on, let's do this now. I'm ready. I do feel like you're almost ready there. There's just this little bit about this self-respect and self-value, really stepping into that, owning that, but realizing that doesn't mean that you win them. You know, relationships aren't competitions. Nobody wins them, right? And so you don't want to do that, but you will be finding this new way. Okay. And let's clarify those after we've clarified yours a little bit more. Stay on track with this. That was from Psychic Cafe this morning, that card. So the Empress and the Fool, give us more on this. What's behind this? Sexual energy. Okay, you think you're ready because, yeah, you want that. You want that sexual nurturing. You want that now. You want them to be here now so that you can have that relationship, especially the sexual relationship. But rather than jumping into that. So this is telling me the sexual energy is so strong that you would rather win or lose. Just have them in your life and then you'll take it from there. The universe is going, no. You need to be ready for the balance that you're going to create together. Be ready for that, Empress. Don't cave into that sexual impulses that just you'll back down, or you will overcome them to get what it is that you want right now, the sex that you want right now. So the Ace of Cups and the Emperor, you want to be filled up by the Emperor for sure. Tell us what's behind this. What's behind this? You want them to stand in their power. Sacred space before you let them in your space. Ooh, very particular about your energy. Quite right, Empress, yes. You're very particular about your energy and your space. You won't just let anyone in. And you're like, oh, you're almost there. You're almost the Emperor. Can you step up and awaken and be the Emperor, please? Because you're the only one that I'll let into my space. And I see that potential in you. Oh, it's dangerous, isn't it, when we fall in love with someone's potential? I don't feel that far off from it. So the Judgment and the Eight of Materials, you want them to awaken so that you can grow something with them and heal. Healing energy behind this. So you've been doing a lot of healing, Empress. You've been doing a lot of healing in yourself. And you're like, come on, heal yourself. Catch up. Heal yourself. Come here, be next to me. Heal yourself so you can be next to me. So you're not fooling yourself anymore. And I feel it's this Ace of Cups and the Emperor. This is telling me that you've had a lack of reciprocity in past relationships that haven't filled you up. Maybe you've been loving and giving to them. You haven't got that same thing back. And you see the potential in this one that they can give back to you. But there's something that needs to change first. They need to wake up. They need to heal themselves. They're not yet healed, so probably you can see it really clearly. Maybe they've got the same stuff going on, the same issues going on that you had in the past, and you've healed from that. And you're like, if I could just get them here right now to do it my way, I could help them to heal, and then they would be the Emperor. But you see, that's not what you want. You want them to do that themselves, Empress. Honestly, you do. You want them to do that themselves and then come and join you, because that's them being in their power. You're asking for an Emperor to be in his power here, and you're like, willing to take the power away from them. Don't do that. So what do they want to change here? Page of Swords. Well, I've got the Page of Swords for them. Wow. So I was getting about this waiting. They kind of want it or need it to be up in the air at the moment. Then they got the Chariot and the Three of Materials, but they're dreaming of fast forward with you. This is telling me that they know that they've got an outward circumstance at the moment. I think we've been getting this message for ages now for your flowers. They've got an outward circumstance at the moment that requires it to be okay to be up in the air. But this is what they're doing. They're dreaming of this collaboration and fast forward. So the plans that they're making in their mind, in their imagination, is like you, and this is what we'll do together. When they come in, they're going to come in so fast, like the Chariot. They're going to be ready for it. So it's not like they're doing nothing while they're waiting, but there is something that they're waiting on there. Something to happen outside of themselves, some truth to come in, some message of, the page is a message of truth, some data, some green light to come in. So they're waiting on something, but they're dreaming of it being fast forward with you. So they are getting their energy aligned there. Yeah, so they want you to be open to that, to being okay about it being up in the air at the moment, not trying to rush it forward so much. Because honestly, when they are available to you to come forward, it's going to be fast forward. As soon as it happens, it's going to be fast forward. So the King of Swords, they want you to be like, think about this a little bit more. Maybe they see that you're not seeing it clearly, that they do need to be ready in their own right. And I really do feel that they're right on that. They do. They need to be ready in their own right. So they want you to be more in your head about this rather than in your heart or your loins. Which one is that? Both, maybe? In your head a little bit as well. Choices. There's lots of choices to be made around this. Now, this isn't options as in they've got other people to choose from. I think you're both choosing each other quite clearly here. But they want you to think about this more because you've got options. So this fast forward and they're dreaming of it. What are they dreaming of then? And it's not just being with you as it has been before. It's about these options, right? And so you've got many options. You could come together and work together. You could come together and live in this place or that place. You could come together and build a family together. You could come together and maybe be part of their family. They could come together and maybe be part of your family. There's so many different options available here. And this is what they're thinking about now. And that they're wanting you to think about it a little bit more. It's not so straightforward. It's not just like this pipe dream, oh, let's get together and it'll be perfect. It's like, no, there's things to think about here. They want you to think about that because there's other stuff about their life and about your life. And I'm still getting it's very unique because you've both got different lifestyles or different stuff going on. There needs to be that blending, and you need to think about that blending and what would be right. They want you to think about it a little bit more instead of dashing in. Maybe they want you to come up with some kind of solutions after you've thought about it. So they want you to come back down to earth in a way. It's not all about them changing. They want you to think about things more. So you're wanting them to wake up so that you can build something with them. They want you to think about this. What is it that you want to build? What are the conditions? What choices should we make together? And is that right for both of us? They're more down to earth about this relationship than you are. Then they want you to be like that too. So the Three of Wands, they're happy to wait for timing to be perfect before they come in, the Knight of Emotions. Okay, take them both. The Knight of Emotions and the Ace of Inspiration. Passionate new offer, a love offer. They're happy to wait until the timing is right, until they've got it clear in their mind, especially. But they want you to wait as well. This is kind of a little plea from them for you to wait for the timing to be right. Please wait for me. Please wait for me. That kind of thing. But this is a passionate offer, passionate new beginning. Knight of Emotions, love. This one is stalking me lately. This particular card in this deck, the Knight of Emotions. Okay, let's get some more clarity. Oh no, some more clarity on this. Let's slip your fingers. Right, so why the Page of Swords, the Chariot, and the Three of Materials? What they want to change here? What do they want to change here? About it being up in the air. Divine timing. Yeah, it's up in the air right now, but divine timing, and they'll be right there by your side. You just watch in that divine timing when it happens. Whatever it is that they're waiting for here. So the King of Swords, they want you to think about it a little bit more and about all the options that you have. They don't want you to think about other people. No, they don't want that, flowers. They want you to think about the options that you have together, where you're going to live, what you're going to do, how it's going to work. And this is very much about this finding this middle ground of your belief systems. There's something about that. There's something about differing belief systems here, and you've got to find that middle ground so that you're both satisfied within it, the way that it proceeds forward. I'm getting this very traditional. You've got traditional values, they've got traditional values. They're both different traditional values. Not that far apart, though. I mean, King of Swords, Seven of Emotions. What is this about? Changes. Yeah, there's going to have to be changes in both of your world. They're very well aware of that. You're not seeing it. Maybe you're just wanting them to come into your world and you haven't seen, oh, maybe I need to go in their world. Or maybe you're thinking, either I go into their world or they come into my world. You're not seeing that there can be a joint, and there needs to be a joint thing going on here. Some kind of a compromise in, not really compromise, but, finding that middle ground of your different lifestyles. It feels like a power couple, this. It feels like they've got a lot going on. You know that they're the Emperor. You're the Empress, you've got a lot going on too. So there's some juggling that needs to happen here. So they're happy to wait for this divine timing to come in with this magnificent love offer. They want it to be magnificent too. That's the Ace of Inspiration there. They want it to be a magnificent love offer. Emotional release is going to be such a relief for them. They're holding it in. Even though there's this, they're holding it in at the moment. So they're holding their emotions in about this at the moment. They've got a lot of feeling about it, but they're pushing it down because it's a little bit overwhelming for them at the moment. Okay, what do you want to change? Back to your flowers. What do you want to change in this relationship? What do you need to change? What is it that you want to change? Wait, no, it's not them. Attraction. Okay, you're both very attracted to each other. I'm just getting this big sexual drive from you, flowers, is that you want to be with them now. You want to be in that sexual union with them. You're very attracted to them. You just want them there right now. What is it that they want to change? Codependency. Interesting. This is what they're waiting to change. So I feel like you've both experienced codependent relationships before, where it's a bit of an imbalance and one takes care of the other. You've both experienced that before. You've both learned that it sucks and you don't want to be either side of that. And I feel What it is that they're waiting for here is for this to change. So if they were to come in right now, that's why they're waiting for divine timing, because they're not willing to have a codependent relationship anymore. If they came in now, so it might be a money situation or some kind of an imbalanced situation, because you are already showing us the Empress and you know that they're not the Emperor yet. They're waiting to be the Emperor, so it's not a codependent situation. They're waiting to be your equal to come in, is what they're doing. They don't want it to be codependent, and that has to change. Something has to change so that it can't possibly be codependent when they do come in. So the attraction with you, you're just like, hey, let's go. Let's do it. Let's get together. Let's elope. It's that kind of energy in you. Look at the bigger picture. You need to look at the bigger picture. They're looking at the bigger picture. You need to look at the bigger picture. They're right there. So I think you're both like wanting each other to look at the bigger picture, but I do feel that they are looking at the bigger picture, and you're kind of not getting that clarity. They're more in their head about it. They're thinking more clearly than you are about this. They're more in the masculine. You're more in the feminine. You would just like scoop them up. They're like, I can't do this because it's going to be codependent. And I've had that before and it sucks and it won't work out in the end. And I'm not willing to jeopardize this relationship. They're not. So codependency for them, a personal issue reaches resolution. They're waiting for a personal issue to reach resolution because they know if they came in now, it would be a codependent dynamic. And they're like, even though it feels to me like you've both learned about codependency and it probably wouldn't get into that dynamic, it's the recipe. It's the perfect recipe. What they've got going on, this personal issue that they're waiting on, is the perfect recipe for codependency. They're just not willing to risk it. So this is why, you see, you've done this healing work and you're probably more confident that you wouldn't get into that codependency. They're not as confident. They haven't done as much healing on themselves. You're getting that right there. They do need to do some healing work on themselves because of that codependency card. So what about you? What do you need to change in this relationship, flowers? Oh, yeah, I was about to do another pick a card and it just popped into my head to do this. What do you need to change? What do you want to change? Creativity, you love to devise new ideas, innovations, and forms of illumination. Flowers, you want to set off on this new journey, build something because you've got these ideas about it and you're like, oh, we can do this together. You see so much potential in this relationship and it activates your creativity. You're recognizing the energy in them spark something and spark creativity inside of you and you're like, let's build this, let's do that. You might have been single for a while and not wanting to do those things for yourself. You meet them and all of this creativity is sparked inside of you and like, yes, I want to do this with them. I want to go here with them. I want to build a house with them. I want to do this with them. I want to build this business with them. All of that. They light you up in your creativity. And that's awesome. So you want them to get on board with that, with your creative ideas here. I need both of those. They want you to have empathy for them in the situation that they're in and cooperation. So they've got something going on. They need you to cooperate with that and trust them. Trust them. So cooperation in your quest to manifest the energy of love, you realize that every person and experience has value. They're valuing what they're going through at the moment. Maybe they are having this awakening because of it. Maybe they are doing the healing because of it. Empathy, you feel and understand the emotions of the other in the service of love. They're feeling you and you're feeling them and they're asking for this cooperation and patience while they're going through this that they're going through right now. Let's get one for you. Okay, Cupid's arrow. Have faith, love is coming, surprise invitational meeting, hesitation. So you need to have more faith is what that's saying there. What you need to change within yourself is you need to have more faith in this rather than wanting to rush and get them in now because they might run away. What about them? What do they need in this situation now? What do they need to change? Talking. They need to talk more. They need to communicate more. They do. They're holding back from that. They need to communicate more. That's what they need to change there. Let's get some of these out. What does flowers need to change or want to change within this relationship? What do flowers want or need to change within this relationship? Camel. Persevere and you will overcome problems. So you want them to be in it. You're just like, let's get together and let's just work through this together. They're like, no, let me work through this now and then come together. Dealings or relationship with a woman. You want them to sort something out with a woman. There's something up in the air with another woman here, with that masculine, and you want to get clarity on that. You want to have luck with them as well. And I feel like you think that they will be lucky if they just come together with you. I think you're misguided with that. I think there's an element of truth about it, but if they're not ready, it's going to be unlucky for you to get together now. What about them? What do they need to change, or what do they want to change? Obstacles to overcome. They know that they've got to overcome those obstacles. So they're like, I need to wait for this. I need to have money first. Money's coming to them, and they need to have money first. I thought that maybe why the codependency came up there. So if they're not in that position to come in for a financial equal or whatever the money situation is that they've got going on, they don't want to get into a codependent situation where you're taking care of them financially. Love. They're in love with you. They love you, but they've got to be ready. It's a very practical person, this one. Very practical. Now, what else can I get out here? Let's get you some love messages then. Your love message for them is, wow, be willing to express love. You're saying talk, please. Could you talk? That's come out already. They need to do that. Could you communicate, please, flowers person? Could you? If you're a cross watcher, please communicate with them. What do they want to say to you? Love endures. Hold on in there, darling. Love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is helpful and withstands every situation. Even this one that I'm in right now, flowers. Love endures. They trust you. They trust you in that. Sure, there might be some doubts. Got love you on the bottom of the deck there as well. There you have it, flowers. So if you do resonate with that, and you want some more guidance, you want the written reading, the deeper dive that goes with this, then you can book in for that. It's just 20 Australian dollars. I'll pop a link up there. 20 Australian dollars is about 15 American dollars. I'll let you out shortly, chicken. Hang on. And yeah, I'm going to go into guidance for you in this situation you find yourself in right now to get through this. And guidance for you in this relationship once it does come together, maybe that new paradigm that you are creating together, and how this might all go down, possible timelines, book in for that, and I'll send it to you. So thank you so much for watching. Your likes, your shares, your subscribes, all of your support of my channel. Very much appreciate it. I'll see you next time, flowers. Bye. Hello, shell. So if you chose the shell, then this one is for you. Let's find out what you want to change, what you need to change within this relationship, what they want to change within this relationship, or you, or themselves. Let's find out. So as always, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. So that's a written reading. If this does resonate with you, you might want to book in for that. It's going to go into guidance for you in this current situation that you find yourself in right now, guidance for you in this relationship. So what you need to know about yourself, what you need to know about them, how to make it work, and all of that once you are together properly, if you're not already, and possible timelines, how this might all go down as well. And so toward the end of the reading, there'll be a link that pops up there to book in for that. Got beauty of age here. There could be a difference in maturity levels, and you might want them to mature, or they might want you to mature, or something like that. Something about age. Now, it doesn't have to be an age gap. It could be an age gap, but it could be just a maturity gap, because people hold all different kind of ages. Age as in, how they've emotionally developed, the life experiences that they've been through. I know, like, some people approaching 40 that are like the 14-year-olds still. And people that are like 21 that are like 40-year-olds. It's strange, isn't it? But yeah, I think there's a difference in maturity here. This is courage. Meet Alice. She's brave. Need to go down this rabbit hole. Okay, there's something fearful about this relationship, as in not each other, but as in what other people are going to think about it. So it could be an age gap. It could be not just an age gap. It could be another kind of gap. It could be a same-sex relationship, and worried about how people are going to take it, and so you need to be courageous to come out as a couple, or a big age gap, the same thing, or a big difference in social standing, or maybe you work together and one of you is the boss and the other one is an intern kind of thing. There's something there's something going on in this relationship that makes it tricky for you to come out, or you're going to have courage to come out as a couple. Interesting. So let's get some tarot out for you, Shells. What does Shells need to change about this relationship? Want to change about this relationship or about the person? Taking it slowly, right? So your person could be taking it slowly, or you could want to take it slower. They could be rushing in, wanting to take it slower. You could be very wary, the both of you, or one of you is very wary about going in. One of you could be wanting to go in with this and might not be seeing it. So in that boss intern kind of thing, the intern might be more naive. The boss is more realizing the ramifications of this. They want to jump on in there, take it fast. The boss is like, oh no, we need to slow down on this. Whichever way it works around. In the flower and in the crystal readings, this has been in the feminine, this has been the masculine. Let's see how it plays out here. But one wants to take it slower than the other. Four of Cups. A little bit bored with this. Right, okay, so you want things to speed up. You're the one that's bored here. Wanting things to speed up. Go vice versa here as well. I don't usually say that in my readings, but I am focusing on two people. You could be either side of this coin here. Okay, what else for Shells? Death and rebirth. You want something to end and to start. Yeah, something needs to end so that you can start. This has got the energy that it might be easier for you to elope with this person and start with a whole new community, and then you won't have these, or a workplace or community, whatever it is, whoever it is that you're worried about is going to have an opinion about this relationship and not a good opinion about it too. It could be easier for you to have this death and rebirth. In other words, this has got the eloping kind of energy. Let's just start again somewhere else. Let's just run away together and then we don't have to deal with this kind of thing. So, you want it to go faster. They might not want that. I mean, they might have, well, let's see what they want. Seven of Cups, options. Right, how are we going to do this? I don't feel like eloping is an option for them. So they say if they've built up a business or they have a high social standing, you could be like, maybe you're the young one here. Well, let's just elope. Let's just do this fast. I'm bored. Let's just dive on in here. Why don't we dive on in here? You could be all in your heart with this, and they're like, hang on a minute. Well, what can we do here? What choices can we make here? Where should we live? Where should we go? Like, they're thinking about it a whole lot more. And they probably want you to think about it a whole lot more. You're wanting them to be like you. They're wanting you to be like them. And that's a very common dynamic, isn't it? What is this? I'll take this one. Okay. So these two are together and those two are together. So they want you to wait a while, to give it a rest, while they figure out this Ten of Cups, how to get all of your needs met, all of your cups filled. It feels like they are trying to be if this is a masculine, their father kind of an energy in here and sort it all out and figure it all out. But they want you to give it a rest at the moment. So you could be kind of pushing them at the moment to do something. You've got this, come on, let's go. They've got like, hold on. There's stuff to think about here. Eight of Pentacles and run. Yeah, they're wary of rushing into it. They don't want you to rush into it. They're wary of that about you. Shells, is that you want to rush into this, that you're not thinking about it. You're not making any clear decisions there. They're wary about that. Eight of Pentacles. They seem to be more calculated and more thinking than you are. You seem to be all in your emotions and wanting to dive into it. So let's get some clarity out for you. So you're wanting them to speed up. They're taking things too slowly. You're wanting them to speed up. This Knight of Pentacles takes things slowly. Yeah, remember that could be you. This could be them as well. See how it fits. The Five of Materials, because you're taking it as rejection. Their slowness. It's not rejection. you're taking it as rejection. So it's actually, you're taking it personally. And so you want them to speed up so that you don't feel rejected anymore. That's not very good. I would suggest that you heal that inside of yourself instead and stop taking it personally, how other people want to do things. It's not personal about you. It's personal about them. It's how they want to do things. They have their perspective. You have your perspective. It's not a rejection of you. I'm taking it slowly. So the Four of Cups, you're getting bored. Use of Voices. This is the King of Swords. He's thinking too much about it. This masculine is thinking too much about it. You want him to think less about it and dive on in there because you're bored. You're coming across as this naive, immature energy here. They're coming across as the mature energy. It's not about age, but there is a gap here, a maturity gap here. I wonder why you're a couple. So yeah, you want them to be less like themselves, more like you. They want the same from you as well. Maybe there is some balance. Maybe you've got a balancing effect on each other. Maybe you're really immature and flighty. Maybe they are too mature and staid. Yeah, this could be opposites attracting because you've got something to teach each other about balance. So the death and rebirth, it's eloping. What's behind this for you? It's not lines. What's this death and rebirth? You want things to change. You want dramatic changes right now. Yeah, an ending. You want the Ten of Voices. You want an ending. Death and rebirth, an end. You want an end to that. You want something to change. Like this has got to stop kind of thing. Because you want this new start with them. Okay, let's get you more clarity out. Why the Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Materials then? I do feel like you need to heal yourself here. I'll go deeper into that in the deeper dive. It's a masculine energy. Right, so a masculine in your life. It's a masculine energy. So this is what you're taking from that. You're taking a rejection from them just going slow because you maybe a masculine energy. It could be your father. It could be any masculine that's been in your life. Was actually slow to avoid you, were pretending to be slow, but it was actually a rejection. And you're bringing that baggage forward instead of healing that. You've got a reaction to the masculine, taking things slowly because of an experience that you've had in the past. You need to actually heal that within yourself there. So that's something that you do need to change within yourself to make this relationship work. Stop taking things so personally. Four of Cups and the Muse of Voices. You're bored with this overthinking. They're overthinking. Yeah, with the discernment. The discernment, their choices, that they are making choices. You don't like that. You want them, you think that there's only one choice and that it's you. But they're more discerning than that, and you don't like that they think about it so much. You're coming across as a very, immature, kind of simplified kind of an energy. Don't take offense to that. You probably are with that energy. I'm just trying to help. I'm just passing on the energies, just reading the energies that are here. Death and rebirth, but this could be them too. Death and rebirth. So you do want something to end there, Charles. Integration. Yeah, you want him to move forward. Integration, integrated into it. It has got this eloping energy. It's like, well, let's just go leave everyone and everything behind and we'll start again now, integrate our lives, and there won't be any dramas because we've left everything behind. I don't think they're into that. Let's find out. The Seven of Cups, they are considering the options. They're weighing up the options here of what you can actually do to be together. Tell us more about this. You're right in that they are thinking about it and they're taking it slowly. What do they want to change here? Shell's person. Ace of Voices and the Knight of Materials. So yes, they're taking the time to weigh up their options. They are. You got it right there. The Ace of Voices before they come in with some truth. So they could be not answering your questions and stuff. You could be communicating with them and they're just like, hold on. That could be very frustrating for you. They fully intend to be the Knight of Materials, the ones that take us slowly. So you're seeing that right. They can't tell you the truth until they've decided what it is. They're taking the time to make that decision. That's what they want to do. Yes. Okay, Four of Swords. So they want you to calm down, to relax, so they can figure out how to fill all of the cups here so that you're not all missing out. You're not, they don't want to give up everything that they've got for you. They know that that wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be good for them. It wouldn't be good for you. You're not going to be happy with them. You know them as a person that's got a lot of their cups filled. You're telling them to give everything up for that. You're asking them to be a completely different person. It's not going to be the person that you're falling in love with here. Strength here, Four of Swords. They want you to be strong. They want you to relax and be strong, and they want you to grow up a little bit here. The Knight of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. So they're wary of you wanting to dive into this. It's like you've got loose cannon energy here, and they're wary of that. You know, you could be getting into a relationship here that's got like a parent-child dynamic. I would be wary of that. Or, you know, teacher-student dynamic. It's codependent kind of a dynamic. Could very well be. Queen of Voices. Right. So the wary of you wanting to dive in, they're wishing that you'd be more in this Queen of Voices, more empowered, more strong. They're asking for strength here in the Queen of Voices, you to be strong and empowered and know what it is that you want and go out and get it. They want you to be focused on you filling your own cups and you not just sitting here bored waiting for them to change. Stop being so slow. So it seems like you're very focused on them doing something. They want you to focus on yourself and be empowered. That's kind of a good wish from them. I would wish the same thing with this energy that I'm picking up from you here, Charles. Seven of Cups, the Ace of Voices, and the Knight of Materials. So they fully intend to take the time with this because they are 100% certain that this is the right thing to do. Tell us more about this. Letting go. Yeah. Okay, that brings something else into it. So some of the options that they've got that you could, I think they've let go of this option, the eloping option. That's one of the options. But they've got other options that they're considering here to make this work. What the hell? Okay, I just got told for some of you this is a pregnancy situation. This is someone age gap, younger person pregnant. They need to sort it out. There's options here. They let go of some of the options already. But they're still trying to figure out what is the best option for you. So you do have a parent-child kind of dynamic going on. They're making the decisions for the both of you, what's best for everyone here. That's just for some of you, that pregnancy situation. That's an even more extreme dynamic of what I'm picking up on here. So they are letting go of some of the options, realizing that some of those options just won't work. They want you to relax and be strong. Okay, so it's making more sense if it is a pregnancy situation here. If this is like a boss that got the intern pregnant kind of thing. But you do want to be together. It's a weird dynamic, this. I wouldn't say it's a relationship that's going to work long term. So different. Such different energies. But they might be trying to take care of you. Or you them, depending on which one you are here. The Four of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Strength. Tell us what's behind this. They want you to be strong, empowered, honoring your energy. They do honor you. So they do, yeah, you got something about you. I don't know. It's got a dynamic of like a middle-aged man going for a young lady and them liking your energy, honoring your energy that you've got. It's like middle-age crisis kind of a man going for someone younger that I'm picking up on here. So they are honoring your energy, but they're kind of wishing that you are more. grown up, more of a woman, empowered woman. Weird. It's not weird. I mean, it's very common, this dynamic. It's weird for me to be reading for someone like this. I don't usually get people like this to read for. Knight of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, the Queen of Voices. They're wanting you to be more empowered, and they're kind of wary of you rushing in. They forgive you for it, though. Oh, this is probably about their past. They've probably been through an experience like this before, and their guilt is causing them to want to have this experience again. Do you know what I mean by that? I doubt either of you would understand it, but if you're watching this for someone else, you might understand it with a higher level of awareness. If you're watching as a higher level of awareness, watching these two people, if you're like, oh yeah, this is my friend, and you're watching it for that, this person could have been through something in the past that they still feel guilty about. Maybe getting someone pregnant, not taking care of them. Then they get themselves back in, maybe when they were younger, right? And then they get themselves back in this situation again when they're older, to go through it again to appease their guilt. Which is why they're honoring this younger woman's energy. So they're trying to relive a situation that they had in their youth where they didn't take care of this young woman. Now they're taking care of it, and they're trying to. Will it work? I just heard for some of you as well, this could be an old dynamic. I mean, I could be telling you could have chosen shall and then going, well, this isn't the situation that's going on at the moment. This is a situation that could have gone on in the past. Shells, you think that they're worth waiting for. Even though they're going slowly, you still think it's worth waiting for. I do feel like you want to be taken care of by them there. They let go of control issues. Oh, interesting. So they want you to let go of control issues here. So you're trying to control the situation and get your way. They want you to let go of that. They do need to take control of it this time. As I said, I think this is more a karma kind of thing. They need to take control of it this time. This could be a past life thing as well, the forgiveness stuff. It might not that they've been through a similar experience to this in this lifetime. It might be that you've been in this dynamic in a past lifetime, and this time they want to take care of you. Which is why it might not be an age gap, an actual age gap. It might be similar ages, but a maturity gap going on here. So give us more about this worth waiting for. What an interesting reading. Worth waiting for. A win-win outcome is forecast. You're wanting a win-win outcome to come. You want that balance to come. And you want to wait for that. So I do feel like you're trusting your person to do the right thing and to take care of you, and it's worth waiting for that, because then you'll get a win-win outcome. So as much as you want them to speed up and do things your way, you don't really want that. You do actually want them to take care of you. So that's a deeper wish than your control and you're trying to get your own way kind of thing. Your deeper wish is to be taken care of. That will be your part in it, just wanting someone to take care of you. Maybe you've been left out before, you know, from this. When people have been going slowly, they've not taken care of you, they've walked away from you before. They've got prosperity lies ahead. They're going to take care of you financially in this. They want to do that. They want to take care of you, yeah. Prosperity lies ahead. They do want to take care of you. They kind of wish you'd take care of yourself more, but they do want to take care of you too, especially financially. Want to provide for you. So they're worth waiting for a win-win outcome. So what is it, Shells, that you want to change within this relationship, within this circumstance? Cause and effect. You are aware that the love you create in your thoughts is an agent of change and the foundation of your results. So you're trying to actually imagine, you're trying to use your imagination to get what it is that you want in this relationship. I know I keep on saying it, but immature, but kind of fantasy, kind of, not that that's bad, a fantasy kind of clear-hearted, naive, kind of open-hearted focus that you've got here. Yeah, very, very trusting kind of an energy. What about them? What do they want to change? Spontaneity. You move beyond constraints of the mind and freely, lovingly embrace situations. So you are bringing something to them. Like, they're very steadfast and will take care of you. You're more of this flighty energy. They like that about you. They are honoring your energy there. They like the way that you're spontaneous. It scares them a little bit because they're like, oh, hell no, we can't do that. We can't be that spontaneous. The eloping thing. But yeah, there's something about your energy they're like. So it's like opposites attracting here. And there's something for each of you within that. Healing heart. You're actually healing them. Nice. So you're both healing each other, in fact, because you've got past stuff here that's showing up. They're wanting you to heal there. They've got stuff going on, like the forgiveness thing and everything, that they're healing. So you do have a healing effect on each other here. What about them? So you're hoping for that healing, for them to heal, for you to heal. What about them? Karmic relationship. Triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go. Yeah, they've been through something in the past that they're trying to write through this situation now. So they're trying to write the past through you. It's like trying to get trying to get in a relationship with someone that's like your father, to get your father to love you this time around. It's that kind of a dynamic. Not necessarily the healthiest way to go about things, but it is a way to go about things that a lot of us do. What do you want to change within this relationship, Charles? Key. Successful outcome to your problems. So you want your problems to be taken away. I do feel like you do have problems here that do need to be resolved. You're counting on them to resolve them. So yeah, that's what you want to change. You want the outcome impact. You want them to step up and make those choices, and so that you feel secure. Finger warning you of a problem either now or in the future. So this is a portend of things to come. I mean, it's not like this is the only problem you're ever going to have, because this dynamic is going to manifest over and over again. Similar things to this is going to manifest over and over again. So just be aware of that, Charles. If you're getting into this isn't the end of it. It's going to be the same stuff over and over again. A stubborn, aggressive person. Especially because it's you have to have courage to be in this relationship and for you to come out, because other people might be going like, what the hell are they together for? There's going to be a lot of judgment about this relationship from other people that kind of have matured more. In fact, they've got an immature energy as well to be getting into this, emotionally immature energy to be getting into this situation. But unhealed people do have that immaturity. It's a natural thing. So a stubborn, aggressive person, I feel like you want them to be, maybe you want them to be more that way or less that way. Yeah, maybe they are stubborn. You want them to be a bit more open. Could be. What do they want to change? Wait, what's all of that? What do they want to change in this relationship, in you, in them? These three came up first. They want to change. Scissors. Disappointment in some affair. So they want to cut out that disappointment. They want to make you happy. They want to make themselves happy. They want to, it feels like, cut out the disappointment from the past, from themselves in the past in this similar situation. Compliments from an admirer. They want, when you come together, if you're not together already, or when you come out as a couple into the community, they want this admiration. They want people to admire you both. I feel like that's what they're working toward. That's why there's these many options. It's like, how can I make this okay for us to be together so that we don't get judged by other people? How can people admire us? They're trying to fix a lot more than just this situation, just your relationship. You'll be taken care of in difficult times. I want you to know that. They're going to take care of you. Okay, so let's get some love messages out. What have you got yourselves into, Charles, here? Okay, your love message for them, Charles. Your love message for them. Something slipped over then. No. Your love message for them. What's your love message, Charles, for them? You got two. Spend quality time together, listen and talk to each other. You want that quality time with them. They could be very busy, business person kind of thing, taking care of things. You want them to be more romantic. So you're wanting more of their attention, more of their romantic attention, more of their time and all of that. They're probably really busy with business and stuff. What's their love message to you, Charles? Charles person's love message to Charles. That went right under the table. Practice compassion. They want you to be compassionate about where they're at the moment. They're trying to do the right thing. They're trying to make some decisions. See things from a fresh perspective. They want you to do that, to see things from their perspective. Yeah, practice compassion. See, feels like they've got a lot on the plate here emotionally and physically in a way, in the material world. And they want you to see and recognize that and kind of acknowledge them for that. So there you have it. If that does sound like your situation, wow, then you can book in for that deeper dive. I'll pop a link for it up there. It's just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars. As I said, I'm going to go into guidance for you in this situation. And it might actually turn out to be this one. I don't know. It's a reading, so we'll see. And guidance for you in this relationship, what you need to know about yourself, what you need to know about them to make this work. That could be very important in this relationship. And also possible, how it might work out and the timelines of all of this, possible timelines for it. And so if you're interested in that, you can book in for that. And thank you so much for watching. Thanks for your support of my channel, your likes, your shares, your subscriptions, your comments, all of that. It's great to hear from you all. And good luck with this one, this situation. I will see you next time. Bye.